E no vídeo de hoje você vai ver! Em podcast surgiu discussão quais serão os jogadores que vão ter maior performance, maior desempenho nesse Mundial que está por vir. E se liga que o Aspas assustou aos gringos no Bootcamp da Europa, meu parceiro. Eu te mostro as jogadas aqui em detalhes. Galerinha que tá chegando agora, tem vídeo de Valorant todos os dias e claro, deixa aquele like, se inscreve no canal e bora pro vídeo.
Tá vendo o buraco ali no meio? É onde passa o passarinho que vai pro bridge.
Oh man. Lost.
Last player standing.
Dead neon. Oh, dude. Behind left side. Minus 80.
Perdeu, covarde.
Other guys mid.
One enemy
Or two.
remaining.
Se liga então na jogada do Aspas.
Boa sorte pra ele.
Vai.
Please, break that, bro.
Results. One enemy remaining.
I'm stunned.
Maybe Reyna, go and 3 man, go and 3. Nice man, go,
Nice,
Reyna, continue.
Okay,
Reyna,
okay.
go. Counting.
One enemy remaining.
Go, counting, Reyna, counting.
CT, guys, CT.
Counting, guys, counting.
Mar top mid, two Mar top mid.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Nailed them.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this
At
guy?
least they tried.
Bem, o podcast do Chat, podcast gringo, falou quais serão os jogadores que terão maior desempenho e discutiram, debateram sobre o assunto, um clipe interessante demais. Fica aí com a legenda.
Will perform the best at champs. How do we want to do this, Kurt? One at a time? Alright, let's do one at a time. Mimi, you're first on the chopping block. Who do we have?
I've already talked about my Chinese
course.
copium a little bit.
Of
Edward
course.
Gaming. This guy is fucking fantastic. He's super good at rifling. He's super good at opping. Fantastic individual in the chamber. He does have some of the troll overheat moments sometimes, but I think it's just going to be super exciting to watch on the global stage. Thank you for the audio listeners. Ken. By the way, also cool story about his name. CMJJ is his brother's ID, and he wanted to just like pay homage to his brother, so he put it in his ID before his own. Kinda cool dude.
That's
excellent
also
player.
I don't know whether you knew that, but that's the same with Benkai. His brother's called Ben, so that's why Benkai's name is Benkai, right?
No, my brother's name is called X. That's why it's X Benkai.
Of course.
Is your brother called Side?
Yeah, my brother's called Side, and I'm just my name's Show.
Side.
Side Wilkinson.
God, I mean that would just be awful. What kind of parents would they be to name their son Side and Show?
I think most
Alright.
of my pick 'em is just like Chinese copium. That like I'm excited to watch them on a global stage. They look so fucking good in that LCQ. Like this guy was absolutely pounding. I'm excited.
I feel like nobody might end up being
Dude, nope.
the big like the standout player from this team as well.
My god, he's not a nobody anymore. Some bullshit like that. I can't wait.
I just mean for his
can't
role.
wait.
He just puts up
No,
outrageous
that's true,
like
yeah.
decision
That is
making and rifling is so fantastic for the role that he plays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also Ken good chamber cool agent, chamber shoot good. Yes.
Yes, true.
Boring. Alright. Benjamin Kai. Who's your pick? Well, also Can. Alright.
It's I think there's just something about Chinese players that just exudes confidence. You know, it's just full. It's like he's the conductor of a train that just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's just fully ran on a full-on copium and hopium, and they're just riding along for that train. And it's just full of confidence, and the guy just doesn't stop, man. It's just something you see in a lot of Chinese players, and if he's able to translate that confidence to his team as well, you can really see them doing a lot of damage, these champions.
Or actually, for the way that they play, because you either get run over by it, or it's gonna be an enormous train wreck. Because they're just gonna continue to play with that, like, you know, that swag and take a lot of duels, and if they end up losing them at the global event, they might struggle to adapt to that. I don't know really what the second string in their bow is, but I think the train's a fabulous metaphor for it.
Josh, who have you got? Is it also a player from Edward?
No, it is not. It is the man whose hair I envy and desire. Can you imagine what I would look like with Scream's locks?
Can we get a Photoshop mock-up of that? Anyone listening? Can we make that happen?
I mean, can you put me up? Is there there isn't a full screen, is there? Because I'm not here. But I suppose, how would I even put my head in front of this image? I wouldn't even be able
I don't
to
know,
do that.
but with that specific image, just the flowing volume of the hair, would just
it's so large.
It would just look.
I said on stream recently that I thought Trent had better hair than Scream, and I've seen this photo and I realized I was wrong. I was wrong and I was mistaken. They both have majestic hair, but Scream looks like a fucking lion. He's like the king of the pride. I'm not worried about Scream putting on a great performance. The only thing I'm worried about is that when Scream has his first child, it's gonna get whisked up by some little Rumpelstiltskin character because he sold his first child for skill in video games. I'm convinced there's been some kind of pact that's been made, and he doesn't seem to have lost anything meaningful. Therefore, it must be something in the future. It's his first child. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Scream is either going to be a great player, like his performance at this year's Reykjavik tournament was actually still a really great performance. His team couldn't put it together. They didn't have a great game plan. I think they've got a solid, maybe solid's the wrong word, but they've got a good but shaky game plan at the moment. It feels like a lot of their maps, they have an idea of what comp they want to play, how they want to play it, but the details are where things go messy. Like, they're playing Fracture, and they have these horribly awkward execs into A, where they don't have the right utility to clear corners, and it feels like when they go for the exec, they don't exactly know which corners are being cleared. So, like, Scream double blast backs in, and he's just, like, checking all around himself, and it falls to pieces, and then Yampy wins a 1v4, and they win the round anyway. You know, it's like weird shit like that happens, where the game plan can be good, but the devil's in the details, and that's where they seem to struggle.
Yeah.
But I think Scream is always going to give you a good to great performance, and sometimes a god tier performance. So I'm just relying on the fact that his form is going to be anywhere near what it was in this recent game.
Scream, I feel like Scream has perpetually existed in a very weird spot ranking-wise in the scene as a player.
He was like always overrated until recently.
I swear, he's always like overrated or underrated, and it is never. I don't know, but he's so fucking good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's strange. It reminds, like, I remember, I think it was the Champions ranking. Like, I remember Connor put him at 4th, which is like, it's not even, like, it wasn't even crazy at the time, but it's like no one has him that high. I don't know. It's weird. Scream is fucking crazy. All right, pull up mine. I have gone with good old Asuna. Had to get a player from NA. No, I didn't, but I just wanted to because I think Austin's been pretty unbelievably good on this 100 Thieves iteration. The role swap has been perfect for him. The more KO he's been playing, the better. He has tons of impact in both how he helps his teammates and sets them up at times, but also is still able to frag really effectively.
He takes so many fights as a flex player.
And he wins a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a crucial reason individually why they win a lot of rounds, because he just is he's one of the players that is frequently going to just have the I get a 3k round from the individual skill, but
he feasted on the Fracture Neon when he went from
that as well. I mean, Neon is the perfect play. It's the perfect agent for crack cocaine zoomer
the
energy.
round where they push spawn with him and like run him all the way through and then like double back to like they set him up so well and he's just so good.
God, this was a nasty pace. I don't care that Seiko kills. I don't care.
I was like the Wojak that was like, you know, the guy that's like, no, you can't do this when he was playing like last stage where it's like, no, you can't take every first fight as initiator. You're gonna troll these rounds. And then he kind of trolled the rounds. But then he comes out here and he's still just taking every first fight as initiator, but it's just killing fucking everyone. And then they also have him playing Indian and he's just killing fucking everyone. Like, it's just like, it is absurd how well he plays as just an individual, and like I feel like he's been so much better set up in this LCQ versus last stage. I'm very happy with how he's playing as an individual. I'm very happy with 100 Thieves. He's gonna be cool.
E no vídeo de hoje você vai ver